Hello class, today we are learning correct form for shooting jump shots, set shots, and lay-ins. When shooting a set shot like a free throw, or just a regular jump shot, there's an easy acronym to remember. It's BEEF, and it's not the kind you eat. BEEF stands for balance, elbow, eyes, and follow through. When shooting, balance is the first thing that you should remember. Feet should be shoulder width apart, all 10 toes towards the basket, and your knees should be slightly bent and directly over your toes. Here we see Mr. McCoy getting ready for a free throw. Since he is right-handed, his right foot is slightly in front of his left foot, but they are still shoulder width apart. Also, as he begins his shooting motion, he bends his knees so they are directly above his toes. Next is your elbow. Make sure your elbow is underneath the ball at a 90-degree angle. Here's an example of what it should look like. The other E stands for eyes. Keep your eyes on the target. Sometimes the target changes depending on where you want the ball to go, possibly in the square on the backboard or on the rim. And finally, your follow through. Your arm should finish next to your head, snapping your wrist, looking very similar to a gooseneck. Here's a really good looking follow through. The next shot we are going to talk about is a lay-in or a layup. They both basically mean the same thing. This usually happens when you are in the front court all by yourself. It's kind of a running shot. When you shoot with your right hand, your left foot should plant on the ground and your right knee drives towards the basket. When you're on the left-hand side, the exact opposite happens. Right foot plant, left hand and left knee towards the basket. Here is where you should plant your right and your left foot when you take off to the basket. And here are some good examples of what lay-ins should look like. And now for the assessment. In order to earn a 7 or 8 on Criterion C, applying and performing, you will need to be able to perform at least one out of these 4 advanced drills. In this drill, Mr. McCoy is flipping the ball back to himself and using BEEF to practice making shots. Let's watch and see if we can find his balance, elbow, eyes, and follow through. This drill is essentially the same thing, except for when he shoots the ball and he misses, he's going to get his own rebound and make a lay-in. This drill is called the Mikan drill. It's a series of lay-ins over and over again. Plant with your right, shoot with your left. Plant with your left, shoot with your right. And finally, in this drill, Mr. McCoy is using his left hand to do left-handed lay-ins, rebounding. Then he puts the ball back in his right hand lay-in. He will repeat this over and over again. Let's watch. Now that you have all of the basic skills for shooting and the cues, remember beef, balance, elbow, eyes, and follow through, start practicing. We'll see you on the court.